Hey there, let's talk about something you definitely do, but maybe don't really think about. You know that deep, almost secret comfort we find in doing the same things over and over again? We kind of joke about it, but it turns out there's a really good reason it keeps us so grounded.
Okay, you know the feeling, right? You've spent like 20 minutes scrolling through a streaming service, just totally overwhelmed by all the new stuff, only to, you land right back on that one show you've already seen a dozen times. Or how about that one song you just hit repeat over and over, and it's not just because you love the music, right? It's for that perfect, totally predictable moment when you know exactly what's coming next.
And then there's the daily routine. Same coffee order, same cafe, every single day. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. And do you ever get that little pang of self-consciousness when someone asks, "Don't you ever want to try something new?" and your brain just screams, "Nope, absolutely not."
Well, if any of that rings a bell, I've got some really good news for you. This isn't about you being boring or stuck in a rut. No way. There's actually a pretty profound psychology behind it all, and it goes way, way deeper than just simple habit.
All right, so let's break this down. First up, we've got a profile I like to call the predictability seeker. This is that part of your brain that always chooses the familiar show over that brand new blockbuster everyone's talking about.
And this is a total game changer, because it reframes the whole story. You see, we worry that we're just stuck in a rut. But what's really going on? We're actually giving our brain a much needed rest.
So, here's the science behind it. It's all about reducing what's called cognitive load. Think about it. When your brain already knows what's going to happen, it doesn't have to be on high alert. There are no surprises, no emotional curveballs to deal with. It's like it creates this absence of demand. It's basically your brain just asking for a break, saying, "Hey, can we please just do something easy for a change?"
Okay, so let's build on that idea with our next profile. This one is a little quieter, but wow, is it powerful. We're talking about the emotional anchor.
You know, so often, we think that sticking to the familiar means we're just avoiding life's challenges. But the psychological reality is way more sophisticated than that. It is not avoidance, it's regulation. And here's how that works. Repetition actually strengthens the emotional connection between a routine or a place and a feeling of safety. Your brain learns this really simple but powerful lesson: when this happens, I'm okay. So when the rest of the world feels totally chaotic and unpredictable, your nervous system knows exactly where to go to find its safe harbor.
All right, now let's get to what might be the most misunderstood profile of them all, the deep diver. Yeah, these are the folks who get labeled as resistant to change. But what if it's not about being afraid? What if it's actually about finding depth? I mean, it's so easy to call these people rigid or stuck, right? But the reality is so much more interesting. They're actually seeking a deeper level of meaning. And that's something you can often only find by going back to an experience again and again.
So here's the key difference. A new thing, novelty, it gives you that quick hit of dopamine. It's exciting. But repetition, that's what gives you meaning. When you rewatch a movie or reread a book, you start to notice all these little subtleties, these hidden layers and patterns you totally missed the first time around. You're not just repeating something, you're exploring within it. See? This isn't about avoiding life at all, it's about savoring it. Okay, next up, let's talk about two profiles that tend to pop up during times of stress. You know, when our whole sense of equilibrium feels threatened. This is when repetition becomes this incredibly powerful tool for protecting ourselves. First, let's tackle control. When life feels like it's spinning out, what do? We often create these super strict routines. And yeah, from the outside, it can look a little obsessive, but psychologically, it's actually a brilliant coping mechanism.
Look, you might not be able to control the big, scary things happening out there, but you can control the small things, the same breakfast, the same workout schedule. These little controllable routines create this tiny bubble of order, and that helps you reclaim a sense of control, protecting your sanity when the world outside feels completely unstable.
Now for the other side of that coin, calm. You know those little self-soothing things we do, like tapping your foot, or humming, or just replaying a sound over and over? We tend to think of that as some kind of personal flaw, a sign of weakness. But it's not. It's actually a built-in biological feature of your nervous system.
These rhythmic, repetitive actions are one of the most natural ways to dial down anxiety. It's your nervous system literally regulating itself. I mean, if you've ever felt calmer after doing something familiar on repeat, you felt this in action. It's like emotional medicine prescribed by your own body.
Okay, let's just pause here for a second and zoom out.
we've seen that repetition isn't just about being lazy or lacking imagination. Not at all. In a lot of cases, it's actually a form of hidden intelligence.
So, at its very core, your brain is doing this constant balancing act. It's trying to juggle the need for novelty and new experiences with the need for safety. And look, some of us recharge by exploring, and some of us recharge by sticking with what's familiar. The big takeaway here is that neither one is better than the other. They're just different ways to stay balanced.
So, the real question to ask yourself isn't, why do I keep doing the same thing? Instead, ask, what is this repetition actually giving me? Is it giving you comfort, letting your brain just chill out? Is it giving you a sense of control? Is it bringing you calm? Or is it giving you a deeper sense of meaning?
And honestly, this is such a powerful idea to hang on to. We live in a world that is just obsessed with what's new, what's next. So choosing what you already know and love, that's not a failure. It's actually a pretty profound act of self-trust.
So let's leave it with this thought. People who find comfort in repetition, they often have really rich inner lives. They're the ones who notice the little details that everyone else misses. They value stability, and you know what? They know what they like, and they don't feel like they have to apologize for it. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. What's the thing you repeat in your life? And now that you know the why behind it, what do you think it's really giving you? Is it rest, safety, meaning, calm? The answer might just help you understand yourself a whole lot better. Thanks for joining me.